Top 10 Most Beautiful Dive Destinations. Number 1. Palau. The Blue Corner in Palau is one of the best dive sites in the world. At this coral peninsula, divers drift down the wall before hooking into the top edge of the reef. Floating in the heavy current, you'll be surrounded by sharks, jacks and whatever other pelagic species that happen to wander by. It's definitely a dive to remember. Interesting fact: Palau is sometimes called the underwater Serengeti because its waters are teeming with marine life. From huge schools of tropical fish to turtles, sharks, dugongs and rays, you never know what you might see during a dive in Palau. Number 2. Raja Ampat Island, Indonesia. There are more than 500 coral species found. To be exact, 537 coral species have been recorded in Raja Ampat. This is an incredible 75% of the species of coral found in the whole world. Also quite remarkable, 96% of all hard corals found in the enormous archipelago of Indonesia are found in Raja Ampat. You could dive every day for a year and still be spotting species you hadn't seen before. Interesting fact: well, for those who like diving, Raja Ampat is a paradise that located in under the sea with some varieties of beautiful coral reefs. In the Dampier Strait, most of them have the excellent view. You need to dive there. There are many popular diving spots in Raja Ampat, such as Manta Point, Mike's Point, Sardine Reef and Shark Point. Semazing Point has its own advantages. For example, at Manta Point, manta fish can be easily found with a diameter of 9-meter pacing around you. In the vicinity of Kaboi Bay Rock Islands there is one bay beneath which is a coral reef tunnel. Number 3. Maldives. Of the 1,190 islands in the Maldives, only 200 are inhabited. An additional 80 islands host private, luxury resorts. The rest of the islands are either too small to sustain life or too remote to be practical. Additionally, 99% of the 115 square miles that make up Maldivian territory is water. That's a lot of potential dive sites to explore. Interesting fact: in 2009, the Cabinet of the Maldives held an underwater meeting, making the Maldives the first country in the world to place a governmental meeting on scuba. Appropriately, this cabinet meeting highlighted climate change. Many Maldivians fear that as the climate continues to change and sea levels rise, they will soon find themselves underwater. Number 4. Azores, Portugal. The best time for diving in the Azores is between June and October. During this time, the ocean is warmer, the visibility is clearer, even up to 90 feet, and there's more chance of spotting some of the most exciting sea creatures, such as blue sharks. Whilst it's certainly not bubble bath temperature, during the summer the sea temperature can get up to around 23 degrees Celsius. Interesting fact: perhaps the most famous site of the Azores is Princess Alice Bank. The site is around 3 hours from either Pico or Faial. With depths of 35 to 40 meters, 115–131 feet, and strong currents, this is definitely a site for more advanced divers, but if you have the required certifications, it's not one to be missed. Number 5. Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago is full of surprises, and a lot of those lie under the waves. One such curiosity is the world's largest brain coral, which resides in an underwater area known as Kelliston Drain, which, it won't surprise you to learn, is a haven for divers the world over. Interesting fact: the nylon pool is a natural, 1-meter deep crystal clear swimming pool with a sandy bottom in the middle of the sea, created by an offshore sandbar and a still lagoon. Located off Pigeon Point, Tobago, and accessible by boat, there have even been rumors that this is the fountain of youth. If that's not enough to make your decision to visit, I don't know what is. Number 6. Galapagos Island. The Galapagos Marine Reserve is home to the most unique oysters, concha l'agua, endemic mollusk found in many Galapagos dishes, squid, snails, octopus and cuttlefish. There are also more than 400 species of fish in the Galapagos Islands waters. This makes snorkeling a dream and outworldly experience. The ocean waters surrounding the islands of the archipelago teem with an enormous variety of snails, octopus, cuttlefish, oysters, and squid, along with a remarkable and colorful variety of fish species, many of which can be spotted while snorkeling in the Galapagos National Park. Interesting fact: you have 12 hours of sun every day, this also constant daylight year-round. Being at the middle of the world on the equator allows the islands to enjoy 12 hours of sunlight and 12 hours of star-filled skies. The sunrises and sunsets are breathtaking. If you take a cruise and begin the day at a different island and end it at another, you are sure to have the golden hours at your side all the time. Number 7. Cocos Islands, Costa Rica. The only way to get to the island is via live-aboard dive boats. Most live-aboards offer 10-day trips, with 7 days of diving and 3 dives a day. Interesting fact: the dry season is December to May, which can bring silky sharks, dolphins and mobulas, calmer waters and smoother crossings. The rainy season is June to November, and crossings can be a little rough. There's a lot of rain, but hammerhead sharks are in larger numbers. Number 8. The Bahamas. The Bahamas is home to the planet's third largest Great Barrier Reef. Andros Barrier Reef, located off the east coast of Andros Island, is 190 miles long. This massive living organism is unique even among other barrier reefs due to its rare depth of 6,000 feet, though much of it remains visible near the surface. Interesting fact: the Bahamas is home to the world's second deepest blue hole, Dean's Blue Hole. This massive underwater cavern is located on Long Island and plunges to over 660 feet deep. Scientists aren't quite sure how it formed, but they suspect it's due to natural limestone erosion. Number 9. The Florida Keys. There are many things to do in Key West, such as exploring the third largest reef in the world. The Florida Reef may be found right off the coast of Key West. It is the sole coral reef in North America that may still be found to be in good health. It is one of the largest barrier reefs in the world, and it can be found all the way from Key Biscayne to Dry Tortugas National Park. The living coral barrier reef system known as the Florida Keys Reef Tract is the third largest of its kind in the world. Interesting fact: in addition to being home to the John Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park, which was the first underwater preserve in the United States, Key Largo is widely considered to be the scuba diving capital of the world. The park contains a number of different pathways, each of which provides visitors with the opportunity to explore a different colorful world of coral reefs and aquatic life. Number 10. Poor Knights Islands, New Zealand. The islands are renowned for their diving and snorkeling. Jacques Cousteau rated the area as one of the top 10 dives in the world. Interesting fact: the submerged and above-water geology provides some of nature's most impressive works of art, including impressive sea caves, walls and arches. Snorkelers, scuba divers, kayakers and SUP enthusiasts will find the perfect excursion. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.